All right, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about whether you should go to college. So I'm gonna give you like my experience. I went to college, I graduated college, and I'm just gonna give you my full experience, and I'm gonna reflect on my decisions, whether I did the right thing, what are some opportunity costs, and what are some of your other options if you're considering to go to college now, and if you have other things in mind that you want to pursue. So I'm gonna pretty much give you my entire lens on this. So let's take it back to the time when I was 18. So at that time, I was pretty much like everyone else. I finished high school and I went directly to college for about a year. And then that's when I decided that I'm gonna go into engineering. I'm obviously like the first year I was thinking about like one of the prestigious fields, doctor, lawyer, or engineer. And I just ended up picking engineering because it's the quickest way to get a good high income job. So I didn't want to become, a doctor and wait 12, 15 years to really finally be stable financially and make good income. I just want to make good income straight out of college. And so I decided to go into engineering. I ended up pursuing that and graduating in software engineering. But looking back now, I think that I did the right choice. I wouldn't, like if I had to go back in time, I wouldn't change it. But here are some of the opportunity costs that came with it. Pursuing college, I couldn't, adventure out to different things. Like I couldn't start a business, I couldn't work, I couldn't make money. So, and one of the most important ones that I look back and I think would have been a second best option for me is starting a business straight out of high school. Cause I could have been very financially stable and even a millionaire by the time like I'm 25. If I were to, go into business or open up a business straight out of high school. And that will be the quickest way to actually make the most money if I were to go into business. But reflecting back at that now, I didn't obviously do that. And, I missed on the opportunity of actually having the real financial goals that I have now a lot earlier in age. So that's one of the very high opportunity costs that came along with college, is that, I could have been a lot richer, a lot younger. But so that's one thing that you need to consider if you go into college is that, if you are not thinking too much about making money in the fastest way possible, and I mean like maybe more money than just a college degree, because I believe there are opportunities out there when you graduate high school that will make you a lot of money, that more than a college education, like more than an engineering degree, more than any other degree, if you really focus and putting the time to it for long periods, for maybe like 5 years. So that's one thing that you want to consider when you're at that stage between high school and college, is that do you want to be financially free and possibly even have, be your own boss, straight out of high school, and not go to college? Is that something that is more priority to you? Or is education more priority to you? For me, education was a priority. So like it was for me, it was more worth it to pursue an education than a business. And so I ended up going with education. But if you're at that stage and thinking about building a business to be more financially free and be your own boss straight out of high school, and that's more priority to you, then do that. But for some people, it's actually working. They don't go to college, they don't start a business, they just go straight into work. They just get a job, and whatever it is, sales, customer service, trucking, like whatever it is, they just get a straight job out of high school. The thing about college is that it can be partially a waste of time, because college, you can just go there for fun, and just really waste a lot of time when you can be using that time to really build the foundation of your business and again, make a lot more money a lot younger. So whatever you study in college, half of it is not going to be, directly influenced into where you're going to be working with when you get a job. So again, that's another time factor that you need to consider, is that do you want to spend that time doing that, or do you want to, start a business and really use all your time towards that business, so that you can be financially free a lot quicker. But again, for some people, maybe going to college is really expensive and they don't want to really spend that towards college and just want to work and, be able to actually get a house, get a car instead of just paying all that amount to college. So, that's an option too. But for me, as an example, for me, it was education. I really wanted to develop myself. I really wanted to be a more intelligent person. And so that's why I decided to pursue college. And, looking back at that decision, I wouldn't go back and change it. But, right now, I'm paying for the opportunity cost of, wanting to be at a much higher financial position at a kind of late age. And so and that's just something that you're going to have to consider if you're going to go the college route. If you're confused right now on, what to decide, what I recommend is, grab a notebook or go on your computer, open up the notes and start to make, pros and cons columns for each decision that you want to pursue, and really look at yourself, look at your current position right now, financially, what are your pursuits, what are your goals, what are your interests, and really study that and, come up with pros and cons for each decision, and spend some time. It really takes time to really figure out what you want to do, and it really takes time to figure out what you really want to do. And this is why in college it took me a year to decide what I really wanted to do. And also that's another option actually, is that you take a gap year. If you're fully, confused and not ready, take a gap year. Travel, think about what you really want to pursue. I think that's a really good option too, is that take a gap year and really figure out what you want to do. Whether that's pursuing, higher knowledge, education, or, starting a business, being your own boss and being financially successful at a much younger age, or working directly and just living, a comfortable, stable, normal life. Those are the three, options that you really have. And I kind of just gave you my lens on, how I thought about it and, how you should really approach it. And finally, one more thing that I want to add is that if you have a passion that you want to pursue other than those three things, you have a passion for something, like a sport or something, what I suggest is that, take a year off and really focus on that and see how far you can go away with it. Test yourself with it. Is this something that you spend some time with it and really see if that's something that you want to do for the rest of your life, this passion that you have? Because actually, if you don't pursue it at that time, it will haunt you back later in life. This actually happened to me. This is actually funny. This actually happened to me at a later age after college. Is that I did have a passion that I thought about in high school, but I did not pursue it, and I ended up pursuing it a lot after college, at a later age. And I still I pursued it for a little bit, but after some time I learned that it's not really the best option for me. But I recommend that if you have a strong passion for something, is that you can do that, and you can do that instead of the three options. That's school, work, or business, starting a business. If you have a passion, pursue that and test yourself for at least a year and see where you go with it. And then from there, you can decide that, hey, this is really not working. I should pursue one of the other three, or this is working. I want to do this for the rest of my life. And actually, one last thing that I want to add is that if you were to go to college and work after that, it's gonna be hard to really give your all to a business to develop a successful business and have the proper time to really work on a business. That's gonna be really hard. I mean, it can definitely be manageable, but it's gonna be harder to grow your business quicker if you're working a full time and you have bills that you have to pay. So that's also risky as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it about whether you should go to college. I hope that I gave you a new perspective to think about and to come up to a conclusion for yourself. If you want me to talk further about my experience in college, drop a comment and I will make a video, perhaps about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, you can follow me on Instagram, DM me. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.